A criminal defendant has a Sixth Amendment right to counsel at a guilty plea proceeding, along with a corresponding right to waive counsel. In Iowa v. Tovar, the Supreme Court considered what kinds of warnings a trial court must give a pro se defendant to ensure that his or her waiver of counsel is valid. Felipe Tovar was charged with driving while under the influence of alcohol, or OWI, 3 separate times in 4 years. Tovar chose to waive his right to counsel and plead guilty to the first charge. Before accepting Tovar's plea, the trial court explained the nature of the charge, informed him that he was entitled to an attorney, and let him know that an OWI conviction carried a minimum sentence of 2 days in jail and a $500 fine, and a maximum sentence of 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine. Tovar affirmed that he understood all of this information, confirmed to the court that he was guilty of the offense, and pled guilty. The court accepted the plea and imposed the minimum sentence. 2 years later, Tovar again pled guilty to OWI, although this time he was represented by counsel. 2 years after that, Tovar was again arrested for OWI. Because this was Tovar's third offense, he was charged with a felony. Tovar filed a motion for adjudication of law points, arguing that his first OWI conviction couldn't be used to enhance his most recent charge. Specifically, Tovar argued that the trial court violated the Sixth Amendment by accepting his waiver of counsel without advising him of the dangers and disadvantages of representing himself. The trial court denied Tovar's motion, and the appeals court affirmed. However, the Iowa Supreme Court reversed, holding that prior to accepting a guilty plea, a trial court must advise a pro se defendant that, by waiving the right to counsel, the defendant risks overlooking a viable defense, and that an attorney can provide an opinion on the wisdom of pleading guilty under the circumstances. The United States Supreme Court granted cert.